I woke up craving the viral Dubai chocolate bar the other day, so I started by cutting open my cacao pods and taking out the beans. I wrapped them up in banana leaves lined with cheesecloth and allowed them to ferment for 7 days before laying them out to dry in the sun for a couple of weeks. After that, I roasted them in the oven and then I got started on removing the shells. I used a rolling pin to break up the beans and then a fan to blow away the little shell fragments. Now it was time to grind the beans, and look how crazy, this is literally just the dry beans ground up. After 8 hours, I added in the sugar. We're making a 70% dark chocolate with just the beans and sugar. I let that grind for 2 days straight and then it was time to temper it, so I removed some of the chocolate to let it harden, then chopped it up and added it back in. This helps develop the proper structure for the chocolate to be shiny and snappy. The next day I got started on making the kataifi by combining flour, cornstarch, homemade coconut oil, salt, and water. I swirled this onto my pan a little bit at a time until I had this nice stack, which I chopped up and fried in the homemade coconut oil until it looked like this. Next, I blanched my pistachios and removed the shells. Then I blended them together with some hot milk, white chocolate, butter, and salt. Eventually, I had this beautiful bright green pistachio paste, so I combined it with my toasted kataifi and put that aside while I tempered the chocolate one more time. Then I added everything into my molds and let it set, and now it was finally time for a taste test, and if this wasn't the best thing I had ever eaten, I was gonna crash out. So thank goodness it was actually perfect. The flavor of the chocolate is insane, and combined with the sweet pistachio cream and the salty, crunchy kataifi is just so good. And after a month of work, my craving was finally satisfied.